Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and you're tuning in to the gentlemen. You know the rest. Ladies and you're tuning in to the gentlemen. The Gentleman's Podcast. Yo, family, ladies, gentlemen, ladies, old head, young bucks, soft legs, hard legs. What's good, y'all, man? What's good, everybody involved, man? How y'all feeling? Welcome back to the Gentleman's Podcast. It's me, your host, the Triple G, and to the A to the Z. Now it's innovative for the full. And today, this episode, it's another just giving y'all another piece of my mind. If you haven't already, tapped into the first G, gentleman mentality. Well, you go do that first. You go get that mindset of frame. Get that mindset right there, and then make some more space to come back to this episode, because this one right here is just the GAWD mentality. And it's not like the gentleman mentality where I got a list of how and what we do and nothing like that. But it's just simply like when I say GAWD mentality, it's like a confident, not cocky type of thing, But at the same time, though, it's like it might come off as cocky though when you got to talk about it, Which is the bad part about being a GAWD, It's like let me see, because I had it already out what I was going to say, but. Okay, yeah. GAWD mentality is like and hopefully like y'all taking these episodes not with a grain of salt, but like, understanding that this is a piece of my mind. It might not click with you how I'm saying it, but at the same time you might understand you might be able to grasp what I'm saying and, register it in your mind and make it to where like, oh, okay, he ain't lying. But with GAWD mentality, it's simply just like it's simply just asking yourself a question behind everything you do. Is like, who else can do what I'm doing? Like for instance, bro, everybody and I can only use me as an example because I'm the Triple J, bitch. I'm doing this shit. I've been this shit. But so I'm the only nigga I know who went from sports to, okay, I went from sports to not finna pick up no type of gun, not finna do none. I've been on the camera, been on YouTube and all that shit. And I had thousands of people telling me while I was doing sports and outside of doing sports, like, niggas should be doing more than just sports. Like, of course, the old heads that see a nigga, you play basketball? No, whole time I play football, which is why I fucked up. I understand I shouldn't have go play basketball. That would have been lit for me. But it's just like we all, everybody started figuring out like the media shit finna take over. Everybody decided to pick up the what? CAMERA, the camera, nigga. Everybody started picking up the camera, and that's hella shots by. It's hella shot bys. It's hella somebody with the visuals. It's I don't know. So like what I'm saying is like you like who it can really do what the fuck I'm doing. And that's what you really gotta think about anything that you're doing. Even though it is hell like even though you're never the only person doing something. You look around, look in your what the fuck going on? Look in your I don't know what I want to call it. It's not like I was finna say environment, but not really just environment. Look in your like your I guess your content range or whatever. Like basically what I'm trying to say is like don't go, don't use GAWD mentality and then go compare yourself to motherfucking Tyler Perry or motherfucking Cat Williams or something. Like, nah, they've been doing this shit since they was like 10. Like you gotta compare, like compare yourself to the. Don't even compare yourself at all. That's the first thing you shouldn't do. The first thing with God mentality is you already understand, like, and maybe this is just a part of the genius mentality, which I'll make another episode for. But it's kind of just like you understand that it's a lot of different greats and it's a lot of different things to be great at. But the thing about the whole God thing is, what do GAWD stand for? Nobody really asks me this because every time I tell somebody I'm God on this and this, they be, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. It's a whole bunch of, it's a riffraff, it's a whole bunch of shit coming off the walls and everybody coming out the shadows. I'm getting attacked from everywhere. Like, it just be crazy. But when I say I'm God, GAWD, it means I'm great at whatever I'm doing, or the greatest at whatever I'm doing. Because I haven't met nobody who could top me on the mic. When it comes to just talking like this, or just like, who could just come off the dome with a hell of different ideas and create certain shit. Or I never met nobody who could inspire others to go in a completely different range than what they already in, even though they don't tell me that. Like that's small stuff like that. And even if, it might sound crazy, might sound delusional, but like that's how you gotta be. Everything gonna sound crazy and delusional right now until I have to show up and until everything pops out, and then it's like, oh, this nigga Nas always been right. He always been like this. I've had my moments already. Well, like growing up in life already, where it was just like I say some wild, crazy shit, did some shit that happened, and I'm showing people like, bro, I'm the chosen one, bro. And I've already got this team on my side. I got the spiritual team on my side already. We just tapped in now, So now I'm the Triple G. I won the Triple G 10, 12 years ago, but we here now. So yeah, bro. A God mentality really just, when you're talking to somebody or when somebody got something to say about whatever it is you're doing or something, you really just tell them like, bro, can you do what I'm doing? Or even if you don't tell them that, just keep in your mind, like, while I'm talking to some people, like, and this go for friends too. Like, you got to tell them, like, not even really tell them. Like, I mean, you can tell them because I tell them, but like, I tell my friends, but like, we're not all the same. Like, this is just, I've been doing this. I've been keeping it a buck, transparent. Like, I've been talking shit on my own behalf. So they gonna try to laugh it off, but at the same time, it's gonna hit you. Like, I'm the only nigga with a pair of microphones, and I'm not on here on this bitch gang banging and rapping. Like, so you can't do what I do. So yeah, bro. And then it's like, even if you do, and then it's like, at that time, even if you do pick up the microphone, what are you doing with it? Like, I could hand these same mics to somebody else and be like, okay, I'll give you a week. What you gonna do? We're gonna talk about basketball. Like, what you gonna do? You can't do what like, that's the whole thing. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Like nobody can do what we can do. And that's my whole thing, is what I'm trying to do with the whole Gentleman's Podcast, Godly Gaming, and the Genius Productions thing. It's just gonna be like I'm kind of gonna have like hands and feet in every door. Like, I'm just gonna be showing like, nigga really the Triple G. Nigga really gonna be doing a whole bunch of everything. I grew up already being able to do everything. I was always well rounded. I'm good. I'm. All right, my bad. Mike died. I switch over. But what I was saying was, I'm at least good at everything. Think about it. Sports, sports, talking, like communication, therapy. I could go be somebody therapist if I wanted to. I could be I can do everything, bro. Like, it's just that, And once you get, that, that true, like, confidence in yourself. Like, if y'all been, for my returning viewers, you should be, if anything, you closer to GAWD now than somebody who just tapped on this episode, because I've been teaching all the stuff I've been, not even really teaching, all the stuff we've been talking about, we've been discussing, been preaching on here, has been all a factor in all of this shit. Like, it's three different, of course it's three different mentalities, bro. And I ain't give y'all three, I give y'all two right now, just the second one. I didn't even really tell you if it's a genius mentality. That's kind of just my thing. I kind of just took I kind of just took being a nerd with overthinking problems. Not running with it, not saying like I'm not doing like not making it nothing big, bro. Nigga, everybody overthink, bro. I can't dodge it. But I used to be. I took being a nerd in school. A nerd who tried to be so cool so much, and I took that that experience and turned it into like a you know kind of like a yeah you like trying too hard and just kind of embraced it a little bit and kind of every year probably seemed to I probably got more like smarter in the mind, but kind of still was in the way of like doing anything to be cool, which is like now I'm glad like now I can look back and all of that added up to the it all makes sense, bro. It all add up. We talked about all this shit before, but yeah, man, this is it's just a God mentality. I don't know. Like I'm pretty sure not everybody gonna be able to grasp. Like, why do you think like that? Like, the word is not about you. And I never said that. I never said that. I never said any of that. I just said, can you do what the fuck I can do? Like I'm working on a short film series. Can you do what the fuck I can do? Like I'm writing the shit. I'm making the characters. I'm writing the script. Everything. I'm doing a whole nine. Can you do what I can do? It's like it's just I don't know. And it's sometimes you gotta. Sometimes it's also a line of defense too, because I always like every time I get around a certain group of not even really a certain group of people. When I get around other people who don't even who either and it's not the people who don't know me. It's the people who swear they know me to death, or the people who think that they know me. And it's like they always asking about the pod, or they asking what's going on, this and this. And I don't even say nothing. I'll just be like, oh, you just kind of got to see we got some shit coming. And I just kind of leave it at that. Because it's like, you wouldn't understand my process. You wouldn't understand my thought process. Everybody, I'm not around no, and it's sad that it's horrible that I have to say this. But I think it's only like one like-minded person in my circle around me, interior and exterior. So it's like close friends and acquaintances all around. Like I'm only like-minded with one person, so it's like kind of like I gotta lock in on myself. So it's like yeah, which did, but a Triple G was born when back in 2023 when I was understanding while I was going to media school that I didn't know what I was doing with the podcast yet, but I did know what direction I wanted to go in. And then when I chose the direction I wanted to go in, everything kind of switched. I kind of lost a whole bunch of friends, but then at the same time, I kind of gained a whole bunch of new people, but they was older than me. So I started learning from the old heads a little bit and started picking up they wisdom and, figuring out like, start peeping what was wrong with us and all this shit. And, just start trying to self improve myself while also trying to improve, the thinking, to change the thinking of others. So I don't know. It's like at the end of it, bro, at the end of all of it, bro, it really just come down to can you do what the fuck I can do? Anybody could pick up the mic and rap about guns and drugs. Obviously, we seen that. Everybody and their mama doing it, but and everybody and their auntie could pick up cameras and take pictures of whatever the fuck. What's making you different? It's like I'm saying anybody could pick up the mic and just yap. Talk about women. You could talk about men. You could talk about sports. Talk about basketball. Talk about football. All the shit that's just like presented to you. But can you go on a mic and delete all of that and create some shit in a blank space? You feel me? Like I created cornrow special, um, motherfucking, God Secret Medicine, and then I told three. I have three, four beautiful story times of real life and moments. Football, basketball, wrestling, and then story time one. I don't really claim story time two because like I'm not a fighting type of person, so it happened, but like I kind of really could delete that episode because who the fuck I think I am. So then, yeah, so it's just like just off that, and then like off like then when you go down the catalog of the Gentleman's Podcast, you see like it ain't just oh this nigga's hilarious, this nigga's a clown. Blah, blah, blah. It's not none of that. I mean like it's a little bit of that in every episode, but it's not like that's the sole purpose of the pod. You know, it's philosophy plus comedy. Who the fuck can do that? You know, like, I'm really just being. So at the end of the day, it's really just being you, and yeah. So God mentality is really just being you and having full confidence in being you. You know what's so easy about wanting to just what's so easy about fully accepting the fact that you are you is the fact that you could look back. I mean, not even really the fact that, but just that, but just take a look back, just step back, and then observe things from somebody else's point of view. So observe things from somebody who's outside looking in point of view. You know, maybe you got like, well, I don't know. I wouldn't say a cousin out of town or nothing, but like, or maybe you just got good consciousness to understand like everybody in the city is doing the same thing. You know, rather you ain't doing nothing, you just working your life away, or you chasing it, doing rapping or photography. I don't see nothing else. And maybe I gotta go search and find them, which I do want to in due time. I want to find some painters. I want to find singers. I want to find different creatives. But all I'm seeing right now is the same shit over and over. And if it ain't that, it's the failed drug dealers who be posting weed and all this shit on this story, talking about no, not for medical purpose, something like that. I don't fucking know, but I mean, hey, get it how you live it. You know, I'm just saying. But these is like I could talk about these. I could talk about these things. I could do these shits if I wanted to, but that ain't shit. I don't want to do that. You know, it's not me. So like they can't do what I'm doing, and I'm not gonna do what they do. You know, so yeah. But I mean, that's really it, bro. It's not really a lot to study. It's not hard to really it's not really hard to understand or nothing like that. It's just say that's just what it is, bro. Like who can you just gotta think sometimes like, bro, everybody talking about what I'm doing, and I'm saying this like, put quotations on this. I'm not saying me literally. I'm saying for you. I'm saying that this is how we should think. This is how you should think. This is a God. Um, everybody that's saying something to me about whatever it is I'm doing. Like even maybe it's me. Even you might even be able to look back and listen to this episode and be like, oh, he talking about all this shit about the camera, but he ain't took not one picture. He talking all this shit about the rapping, but I did make like 3 songs. You can't say that. And I got and don't worry about it. I got family that's in the business too. Ain't nothing for me to pick up and kill it and kill it. Look at that now, for real. Then just like everything else. Like I mean, like I can't sing, so I'm not targeting no type of singer. I used to be able to sing, so I had that skill under there. But yeah, as voice kind of got deeper and puberty started hitting, I kind of just lost my way with the voice. And kind of went from being a squeaker to like a I don't know. I don't know. I don't want. I went from being a squeaker to like a majestic type of voice. It's this is kind of majestic a little bit. But we gonna get this out of we gonna get this out of here, bro. We gonna get out of here soon, bro. Hopefully, y'all. The main thing that I want y'all to understand is just be the greatest at whatever it is you're doing, and truly, and in order to truly become the greatest at whatever it is you're doing, you got to identify a why. You got to identify what it is you truly want to do and why you want to do it. If you feel like you want to do something, but you don't know why you want to do it, you don't want to do it for real, But now, if it's something like a burning passion inside of you, like if it's something like you've been really feeling this shit, like every time you hear something about it or you feel something about it, even if it seemed like it's something like, that it wouldn't be quote, quote, cool to the world, or like it's an unpopular thing, do it, embrace it. Because you're not the only person like that, but you might be the only person that had that courage, had that light to actually, you know, step out there and put your foot out there. Which is why, like last year, I was calling myself the voice of the voiceless and shit like that. Because I'd be outside in random places and it'd be like small little inconveniences where all you had to do is say, what it is, and won't nobody say nothing, and I just had to go ahead and break the ice, like, bro, all right, bro, stop, it's not this, it's not that, it's not, shit like that. So it's like, kind of just embrace just kind of just embrace one thing, and it's gonna boost your confidence. And once you get through the whole jitter of people pleasing or doing stuff to look cool and shit, you're gonna understand that's where the real cool come from. You know, like all this, because you gotta also gotta think about it too. Like, bro, who is everybody copying after? Like everybody they copying after end up getting their ass locked up, impeached, or something else, and they not understanding it. So why, like, I know everybody not slow. You know, like everybody circumstances ain't that bad to where y'all got to do the same shit all the time. Blocks be coming from nowhere, gangs be coming out of nowhere. Niggas just be putting numbers together, like niggas just be doing anything, like, you know. So it's just like don't follow over that. And then that's the hooligan shit too. Like, cause they don't own none of that shit. Every time I post some shit about this shit that they doing on the story, don't nobody slide up to correct the nigga. Don't nobody inform me, nothing. Like, so it's just like, I got a lot of questions for everybody involved that who's doing this shit. So if y'all hearing this, hit the line, bro. Cause I grew up, now I ain't gonna say I grew up where y'all grew up, but we grew up all in the same environment, and it's different, plenty of different paths that y'all could take out this shit. But hey, you know, and for those who are making the best out of it, I ain't gonna knock you out either. You know, I don't want to be like, I ain't no hating ass nigga. I'm just kind of just mad, not really mad, but kind of just like disappointed that everybody's going the same way. Like, that's my whole thing. Is everybody like be different, bro. Like, I know everybody wasn't born the same, but that's again for those who can grasp the God mentality and understand. That's what make us special, bro. Everybody in the world, and I think I said this before, in a world where everybody want to be the same, you have to be you and exactly do that, and it might ruffle some feathers because once you unlock the ability to be able to do you and be you, no matter what form or state you in, physically, mentally, emotionally, they gonna hate that, bro. And if it ain't one thing I learned, if you take the ammo away from people, they won't have nothing to shoot you at. You know, like what I mean with that is like the way y'all see, like if you see the way I post on my story sometimes, or how, like, you know, just how I be talking, or how sometimes I appear um on my own videos and stuff physically. Like sometimes, you know, like you might go back to a Gentleman's Power video, hell might be a mess, you know, or I'm not even fresh on that shit. But I don't care because I'm chilling, you know, I'm being honest. But because I'm doing that, can't nobody, oh yeah, well, blah, blah. You know, you can't say, because it's like, bro, you gonna say that shit, and I'm gonna look at you like, yeah, like, yeah, nigga, I'm breaking down, and I'm gonna attack, like, not gonna attack you, but I'm gonna mentally, verbally attack you, like, nigga, yeah, you can't do what you hate because you can't do what I do, you know. So that's like, yeah, bro, it's a lot that come with it, but it's not really a lot that come with it, bro. Basically, long story short, and this is gonna end it right here. Remember, for like the 16th time, I said this shit. The greatest at whatever I'm doing, nobody can do what the fuck I'm doing. You know, sometimes you just kind of wake up and say, you kind of just gotta wake up and think that. Rather you say it out loud or not, or rather you know, make you a playlist to where, you know, I got it in my phone. I got a playlist that makes me feel like a god, a genius, and a gentleman, just separately. So whenever I wake up and I feel some type of mood, whatever energy mood I feel, like I click on that, turn the headphones on, click the song, boom, I mean, click shuffle, and let the music play. Bam, you know, when we done and we good, and I come and then I create new shit and innovate new shit, and it just, you know, and the cycle just repeats, and we have days and days continuously coming on. But that's really it, man. I'm gonna hang my suit up for another day. It's it's very early as I'm recording. It's not a little 4 a.m. joint, but it's like 7, 8. So like everybody's still asleep, but I'm kind of like in grind mode right now. So for the record episode, probably finna work on this short film. Then I'm probably finna make a gaming video. I don't know. I'm waiting on the game actually. I ain't gonna do that until I get the right shit, because I've been posting clips for them, and I know shit. The game been going up, so yeah. But that's really it. I love y'all, and peace. We out.